especially when the Jews and the Muslims live together for a long time. And in each and every religion, there's the legitimacy of the other. That's the subject of a workshop, a congress we had last week in the Catholic Institute in Paris. It was about interfaith and interreligious dialogue. And I had a round table about the legitimacy of the others in the Judeo-Muslim dialogue, in the Judeo-Muslim theology, and I had two Muslim theologians and two Jewish theologians, and they all agree that there is a legitimacy of the other. I mean, the Torah, we don't have a problem with Muslim as being Muslim or with Muhammad as being a prophet for the Arabs or for non-Jews. And in Islam, there's absolutely no problem with Jews being Jews and following the commandment of the Torah. So I mean, it's okay. So I think it's important all the time to remind people that, especially those who are not convicted about this, and those who think that Jews and Arabs cannot talk together ever, Jews or Muslims. And yes, so in the dialogue, in this mediation, there's a need of listening to the other, to the suffering of the other. That's the thing. You know, we have two big, stones, like, I don't know, it's blocks. This is the Shoah for the Jews and the Naqba for the Arabs. And there's always a fight between Shoah and Naqba, what is the worst, and I think it's not about what is the worst. That has nothing to do with the conflict. You have, as a human being, you need to be, as a Jew, I'm in compassion with every suffering, especially the Palestinian suffering, because my family suffered. So of course I cannot close my eyes and say, because Palestinians are all on the other side, or other Jews, and I should choose the side of Jews against non-Jews, which is an aberration. It is written in the Sefer Hasidim, the book of the pious, or the book of the saints, which is a book written by a mystic of the 11th century in France, in the Rhine, the river of the Rhine. I don't know how to say that in English, right around. Okay. So anyway, so this is Judah the Pious wrote this book, and he said, so he's a mystic. He said, if you see a Jew who is about to kill a non-Jew, you go and help the non-Jew, and you stop the Jew to kill the non-Jew. So always you come to the help of the victim. You don't come to the help of the Jew because he's just Jew, even if he does wrong things. So I think it's the basis of what we need to do. Anyway, so listening to the suffering of the other, listening to the history of the other, and coming in terms together. And there are many peace initiatives and examples like that between Israelis and Palestinians. I can say a few words, like there is the Jerusalem peacemakers. I'm part of them. The initiative comes from religious leaders in Palestine and in Israel, so rabbis and imams and sheikh, a lot of Sufi shuyukh, the Sufi, Sufism is a mystical tradition of Islam. So many leaders of the Sufi brotherhoods are into this movement. And also on the Jewish side is mainly mystical. So what they do together, they gather together, or in Palestine or in Israel. And most of the time they, apart of talking, and they pray together. And what they do zikr together. So the zikr is the uttering of God's names in a litany way. The Muslims do that in Arabic and the Jews do that in Hebrew, and they do it together, in Hebrew and in Arabic. It is very beautiful. There's also another one that's called Tiyul Rahba. Tiyul means promenade. Walk, yeah. And Rahba is the same in Hebrew, in Arabic. Rahba? Yeah. I mean, so it's the same word in Hebrew and in Arabic. I mean, at least in Palestinian Arabic. And it is a non-religious movement. I mean, meaning that people may be religious or not religious. And I'm part of this movement also. And what they do, they walk. So the thing is that if you learn the other, I mean, if you study the other or come to know the other by walking in his or her one side or in the other side of the country, just by walking and by seeing. So it brings peace. And it works pretty well. So there were a lot of walks organized on the Palestinian side and in the Israeli side. We have another movement, it's called Women in Black. Maybe you know that. Mostly Israeli and Palestinian women that lost husbands or children to the conflict. They come together and they just stand in silence in symbolic places in Israel or in Palestine. And it's very strong on a symbolistic way. So there are many initiatives, and in Israel and Palestine, when you go there often and on both sides, and I have friends on both sides, people want peace. People want peace. I mean, they don't know how peace can be made, but they want peace. And many Israelis have Palestinian friends, and many Palestinians have Israeli friends, and they don't want to destroy each other. That's not the point. They really want to live together. But Palestinians, they want the rights as human beings and nationals, like the Israelis. And the Israelis, they want security. So each one, it's like kind of a dance, and there's no end. And the politicians of both sides, they use it to maintain their powers. And that's why we need mediation on the basic, like on a popular, like the basic way, the basic people. Because if the solution was a political solution would have happened a long time ago. So politicians, there's no faith in politicians, especially in those politicians, Israeli politicians or Palestinian politicians, they're all crooked. So I mean, solution won't come from them. It will come from the people. And if more and more people come together and agree to be peaceful, then those in power, they lose their power, and peace will come. That's what I think. And so there are many examples of also Judeo-Muslim dialogue outside, like in France or in England. Many associations, many institutions. It's something that we do often. We meet, we go to mosque, and Muslims come to synagogues, and it works pretty well. And the thing is that we need to address a broader audience. That's kind of our issue, because most of the people who come to the gatherings are already motivated. They already believe in dialogue and in mediation. And the thing is that to bring the dialogue, bring the mediation to places of poverty, and especially like knowledge poverty, ignorance, social poverty, and this is the main problem for us now, is to educate, and in our communities and in all the other communities, educate our children, educate those who just they just watch television and play video games, so it's kind of kind of difficult to elaborate a political or ethical thinking when we just do that type of things. Anyway. So, interfaith dialogue, I do believe that it is a place of mediation. It is a place of mediation. And it may help to solve other conflicts in the world that are linked, that are also political, that are linked to religion. And I think about India and Pakistan, which is between Hindus and Muslims. And the same in just now in Central Africa, between Christians and Muslims. And there's a huge need of mediation. The Pope Francis did that when he came to Central Africa. He visited the Muslim neighborhoods, Muslim places, even visited mosques. So I think it's a great symbolic way of starting a mediation. And there's a need of that in Nigeria. Too many places in the world, conflicts are linked to faith or religion. And they are not really religious conflicts, of course, because all religions, I do believe, have peace as their main teaching. Peace and respect of life. And as a conclusion, and like that will open the debate, and I want questions and I want to talk, because this is important. I will go against what the philosopher said maybe 2 days ago about human nature. In Judaism in particular, and most of the religions in general, but in Judaism in particular, human nature is good. Why? Because we were created at God's image and resemblance. We shall make the man, we shall create the man at our image and according to our resemblance, says God in Genesis. So because we are godly beings, meaning that we have a spark of goodness, a spark of light inside, even if it's layered by layers and layers of darkness, the spark is always there. So it's up to us, and through mediation, to bring this spark back by any means that are available. And that's the thing. Spirituality transforms oneself. When someone starts his spiritual path into a religion, this path has to be a transformative path, meaning that it has to transform the person to become a better person. And the goal is to become a godly person, a saint, which means that everything that this person does in this world, it's always good, always love, always light, always kindness, always justice, always peace. That's the goal. So some individuals do that. Our purpose as religious leaders is to make every person of the humanity to become a saint. And we do that by teaching, and we can do that also through mediation, I do believe. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rav Gabriel, for your intervention. Grazie, Rav Gabriel, per il suo intervento così profondo. È stato molto interessante ascoltare la voce di una tradizione così importante come quella ebraica. In particolare richiamo questa idea di avere molte parole per dire la giustizia, in questo senso di avere più termini, più parole per dirlo, e vedere come alcune idee fondamentali che tuttora dirigono la giustizia di riparativa, la pratica della giustizia riparativa al giorno d'oggi, si possono ritrovare nella profondità di questa tradizione così antica. Rispetto alla questione Israele-Palestina io avrei, diciamo, qualche perplessità, però metodologicamente non la esprimo, e confesso di essere invece un po' meno ottimista riguardo al fatto che le religioni non siano un propellente, in qualche modo un carburante per il conflitto. Forse c'è un livello mistico in cui questo non accade, però nel livello storico e anche politico delle religioni, secondo me le religioni danno il loro contributo in due modi, sia nella pacificazione sia nell'accezione del conflitto. Ecco, poi vedremo se nel dibattito verranno fuori questi elementi. Do la parola immediatamente al primo dei discussant, la dottoressa Paola Gandolfi, ricercatrice presso questa università, titolare del corso su migrazioni transnazionali, sperimentazioni educative, e del corso Antropologia del Maghreb e del Medio Oriente. La incontro qui per la prima volta, per me è un grande piacere ed onore. La dottoressa Gandolfi è una rivista e quindi diciamo potrà parlarci anche dell'aspetto della tradizione, probabilmente dei semi, degli elementi di pace e non di pace presenti nella tradizione araba e islamica. Le do subito la parola e la ringrazio per ciò che vorrà dirci.
Sì, italiano va benissimo. Italiano.
Allora, intanto grazie mille, grazie molte a Gabriel per essere qui tra noi, grazie anche per avermi invitato a discutere, dialogare su questi temi così complessi e anche così contemporanei, anche se siamo andati indietro nel tempo e nei riferimenti, nel senso che giustamente siamo partiti proprio dai significati primari, no? dei testi sacro della Torah, però in realtà qui appunto siamo arrivati nell'ultimissima parte fino ad uno dei conflitti forse più così, che storicamente e politicamente più ci attraversano all'interno del Mediterraneo da così tanto tempo. Diciamo che io in questa primissima fase riprendo giusto forse solo 2 o 3 idee su cui forse mi piacerebbe discutere, ma mi piacerebbe che ci fosse più anche subito una reazione da parte dei partecipanti, in modo che ci sia più che fare io un aspetto che magari possiamo riprendere dopo sulla parte magari più specifica islamica. E invece così mi piaceva probabilmente cogliere 2 o 3 aspetti di quello che è stato detto dal rabbino. Una, questa, una cosa che giustamente anche spesso facevi emergere, cioè un lato probabilmente importante di questo discorso, che è quello di un dialogo che in realtà si costruisce in questo caso e di un'idea di giustizia che è molto legata in realtà ad una religione che è in qualche modo svincolata da alcune norme e che è appunto quella più mistica. E su questo forse mi piacerebbe avere qualche altra riflessione, perché è vero che storicamente e politicamente in realtà siamo di fronte a un'idea di giustizia e di religione che sicuramente ha al suo fondamento la pace e il rispetto, come si diceva ora, ma in realtà è poi forse la parte più, appunto, più mista, quella che riesce davvero a dialogare, quella che riesce da un lato. Dall'altro, e forse lo connetterei, c'è questo aspetto della, così, del riconoscimento, diciamo, del riconoscimento dell'altro nella sofferenza, nella perdita, diciamo, di se stessi. E questo credo che sia invece un dato profondamente antropologico. E quindi forse per me il discorso che mi piacerebbe un po' dibattere un po' con voi è questo, cioè fino a che punto in realtà questa idea che giustamente è emersa così complessa, l'idea di una giustizia che dal punto di vista anche solo di una tradizione, in questo caso appunto religiosa dell'ambito appunto giuridico ebreo, è così diversificata e così attenta in qualche modo alle sfumature, e quanto questo in realtà poi appunto si scontra con un vissuto nel quotidiano, un vissuto dico proprio umano, profondamente umano, che invece è quello che tende in qualche modo a non dare abbastanza attenzione alle sfumature stesse. Quindi così, forse questo è l'altro aspetto che mi piacerebbe un po' discutere, cioè da un lato quello di un contributo religioso che in qualche modo è appunto molto legato, mi piaceva